Gottlieb and I answered today. Will John Calipari make another Final Four in his career?
I'm not counting against him. I just think he gets talent.
Yeah.
Say what you want. He's always going to get guys, and he's going to have talent. And I like what he's bringing in. I don't count that against him.
He needs to just bring in John Beeline for a month.
A month? That's it? A month?
4 weeks.
Better 2 months, 3 months. I mean, I don't know how long Beeline will want to stay there, but Beeline isn't. Yeah, Beeline's with the Pistons helping out, right? Consultant.
1 month.
2 months, whatever he'll agree to. Bring him in for the year. If he'll agree to it, pay him. I'd pay him $2 million.
How would you grade Cal this season? How would you grade John Calipari this season?
I would actually give him a pretty good grade.
I would
give him a pretty good grade.
What do you guys think? Huh? What? Are you kidding me?
I don't.
What? Because you started shitty and finished. So if it had been reversed, what would you give him? He'd get out of the first weekend again. He won one tournament game.
Probably not a great game, but they were horrible.
I'd give him a C.
Yeah, like I'd probably give him like a low B, like a B minus. They didn't do a great job, but they were horrible.
Where did you have them ranked preseason?
They were horrible we obviously misranked them.
We all
That's
did.
on us.
We all did. We all did.
Everybody did.
No, it's not.
No, it absolutely is. Because we thought that Oscar Sheba was actually good enough to be the national player of the year.
He was.
First
you
of all,
voted him last year.
I did, and you know what?
Right.
He's
Here we go. The best role player.
The best role player in college basketball.
I love that. I love that.
He's not a star.
Isn't that
He's not a star. If you cannot have the ball thrown to you and go get a shot on your own, you are not a star.
RC, role player.
He is
what
a
do
rebounder.
you say to that?
He is a rebounder. All he can do is rebound.
I think
you can't throw the ball to him in the post.
Hey, RC, say it.
Stop. You can't throw the ball to him in the post.
Stop.
Come on.
He can't guard ball screens.
Cut him off.
He can't guard ball screens.
Cut him
He's
off.
a role player. That's what he is. He's a role player.
He's a little better than a role player.
Right.
He's a very
Did I do it? What I did last weekend?
What'd you do last
Kind of
week?
like the way
such a
Draymond
dumbass.
Green is a role player.
No, I can't let you do that.
Yeah, can you build a team around Draymond Green? Is he a star?
I watched him single-handedly mangle Kansas State, even though they advanced.
Yeah, it's true.
He
Great point.
mangled
They should have won the
Kansas
game.
State.
They should have won that game.
And who advanced?
No.
Who advanced? You cannot win a title with Oscar Sheba as your best player. That's
No,
the point.
I'm not necessarily.
How is that wrong? What did they win with Oscar Sheba
he's
as their
not
best
a
player?
role
They
player.
won a lot of
Yes,
games.
he is.
A lot of games last year with him as your best player.
The problem is they can't live up to their expectation if he is the star.
In the
you want to know
tournament.
why they were
In the
so good
tournament,
last year?
I agree.
You want to know why they were
That's
so good
more of a
last year?
big guy
Because they
problem.
had Ty Washington. They had Kellen Grady before he got hurt. They had other guys that could go
Can I
get you
ask you this?
shots.
So
They
who
just
would-
let
who
were
would
they
you
their
rather
best
have?
player?
Who would you rather have? Adama Sanogo or Oscar Shibwe?
Adama. Not even close. No doubt about it. One.
So what does he do better on the offensive end than Oscar
point.
Shibwe does?
You throw the ball to the post and he can get shit done in the post.
And you can throw it over the top.
No, you can watch him.
I've watched him. I'm saying. So I'm asking you.
You
So
throw it to the post and he will get stuff done in the post. Two, he's a better passer than people give him credit for.
Well, he was
Three,
last game.
He's shooting 35% from three, and he could throw a pump fake and dribble to his left and get to the rim.
By the way, no offense, they took off.
This is the most important part. He can defend ball screens. That is the single biggest issue I have with Oscar Sheba.
He hedges and recovers, though. That's just
Yes.
their scheme.
Yes, it's
and
a
then
scheme,
you
but it
penalizing him
works.
for Shibwe for being in drop coverage.
Yes,
it's not
I
his
am.
fault.
Yeah, so whose fault is it?
That's the system. Then.
Yes, for not maximizing the
Okay.
player's strengths.
So
Well, then-
tomorrow,
Yeah,
are you
let's
going
go back to it.
to blame
Hold
the
on,
system
hold on,
tomorrow
hold on.
when Miami exploits the hedge and recover?
No, because you know what's going to happen. 'Cause here's
gonna
what's going to
get to
happen. They're going to bring Donovan Clingan in, and then they're going to go to drop because they play Clingan and drop.
And that's
the thing about them.
And that's not going to be successful. But
He's
can't-
sitting on this.
You can't drop. You can't
Hey,
drop Miami.
like a
You can't drop
pot.
Miami.
Hey,
You can't drop Miami.
his pan is sizzling. Go ahead. Let's go back to what?
Well, you guys were, then saying it's a system. Well, whose fault is that?
Yes.
That's what I
So we
said.
get back
Yes.
to what we were talking about at the
B-minus.
beginning. B minus. You are like I
He
wanted
must have
you
gotten
as a
B.
teacher.
He must have gotten B
My
minuses.
God. Like seriously, how easy are you? B minus.
Well,
Okay.
they were.
He's a substitute
terrible.
teacher.
They were terrible, and
Doing
it
their
took them.
subs, it comes
It took them a while to get there.
Not even watching.
If you look at what they went through all season,
What are you looking at in your computer when you're a sub?
We completely overrated them coming into the season. Today's episode of the Field of 68 After Dark is presented by our partners over at Underdog Fantasy, the easiest place to play college basketball pick'em, where you can win real cash prizes simply by picking player stats in this weekend's Final Four games. And pick'em, all you do is pick whether a player will go higher or lower on Underdog's projected totals, whether it's points or rebounds or assists or all of them combined. If you're like me and you think Adama Sanogo is going to go nuts this weekend, pick higher on his points projection, pick higher on his rebounds projection, maybe throw in a lower on Matt Bradley's scoring totals, a higher on Isaiah Wong, whatever it is that you like. Put them all together, and if you hit them all, then you can win as much as 20 times your money on a single game. Underdog's slick mobile app is easy enough that dummies like Jeff Goodman have even figured out how to use it. So go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app and use the code FIELD, that's FIELD, to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Completely overrated Kentucky based off what they actually had. That's true.
I'm
That
still
is a-
shocked.
No, I disagree
I'm still
with
shocked.
that.
You said you would take Odama over
No.
over the
No,
player of the
I
year.
disagree.
I don't even-
I
I don't
actually
even-
like.
I don't even have to
you
think
can
twice.
make
Wow.
an argument, RC.
No,
I
no,
don't have to make
you
an
can make
argument.
an argument. It's not like it's a slam
Right,
dunk,
right.
but
but
it's hard to go against
but
Sheboy
hold
on
on
that.
a minute.
You can't go against Sheboy on that.
Hold on a
I don't
minute.
even have to think twice about it.
Wow.
Okay,
That's because
that-
you bleed UConn.
Okay,
It's not just
whatever.
that. He does way more. I think Oscar Sheboy can rebound, and to me, being a great rebounder is like, you know what he is. You know who he is?
I don't think
He's
either one
college-
of them is dominant as
You know what he
offensive
is?
players on the post,
Tell
but
me
I
if
think
you got-
Sheboy's better than you give him
Tell me
credit.
what you guys think about this. I think that Oscar Sheboy is college Andre Drummond.
Who?
No.
Andre who?
Drummond.
I know.
What Drummond is in the
No.
NBA is what
No.
Sheboy is in
No.
college.
I think he's a
Drummond's
little
better
better
shot
offensive.
blocker. He's a rim protector.
But just the whole idea that he can put up numbers, he can rebound the ball, but you can't win with him being your best player. It's just
did
not
win
going to
with
happen.
him, other than in the NCAA tournament. they
Other
did
than
win.
the NCAA
No,
tournament,
listen.
did they win the SEC tournament last year?
So you're saying you can win with
know, but
Odama
they
as your
won a
best
lot of
player?
games.
They won
Yeah.
the SEC regular
Who
season
cares?
title
They were
last
really
year.
good last year with him.
You
But
can
hold
win with
on a
Sanogo as your
minute.
best player?
He's not their best player.
No, but that's my point. If he is your best player, could you win with him? Or we having the same argument?
But see,
would-
that's
no,
not a
you-
Kentucky thing. That's a college basketball thing with big men.
The reason why it works with UConn is because Jordan Hawkins is their best player. What Kentucky had last year was they had Ty Washington and they had Kellen Gray.
Casey Wallace is pretty good.
I'm getting
But-
fired up
Exactly.
right
He is
now,
their best
folks.
player.
I'm about to
He's
burst.
their best player, but he's also hurt.
Get him some
and they
Fanta.
don't have the
All right,
shooting
Fanta.
around him to be able to
Get him
defend.
Fanta. Let's
Bottom
go
line
for
is
it.
we overrated Kentucky, and I think.
All right.
Go ahead.
Here's the last point I would make is, what's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over.
Doing
and
the same
over
thing
again.
over and over and over again. Cal continues to try to put a square peg in a round hole. If it's systematic issues, that's on the coach.
You know what he needs? He needs to bring in somebody again, like he had with John Robick, that can help him from an X's and
Yes.
O's standpoint.
Yes.
He's got to bring in somebody. He's got an open spot now.
We've been saying that for 2
KT
years.
Turner.
We've been saying that for
I
2
know.
years.
I know. John Robick, if you look back to their success, a lot of it came with John Robick by his side. When they were going to Final Fours, I think he needs that.
I thought things changed for them. To me, they lost the battle to Duke in getting the
Elite guys.
elite guys coming out of high school. There was always those two programs, and I think Duke is the one program. Now, they announced they're going to make some changes and go in a portal, but Duke is the only team in college basketball that remained getting the high school players. Now, I'm not saying
Duke,
other two
Duke
didn't
said
get
that?
pieces.
Duke's going portal?
You got to mix them.
Yes, they said they're going to mix them in now.
You got to mix them.
Got it.
That's the key.
But he
The G
still is
League-
going to get the
G
best
League
guys.
in overtime is hurting.
Yes.
Is hurting them
Yes.
because
Yes.
the high level talent isn't
Yes.
elite level
Yes.
talent. It's
Yes.
good, but it's not elite.
Right.
Coming up after this, where do these guys stand on this Final Four? And does one of them have a hot take for the weekend that you might not be thinking of? We'll hit on that. Plus, we'll go around the country with some more storylines. We haven't hit on one, Blue Blood. Hey, we're a year removed from Kansas cutting down the nets, so what's the state of Bill Self's program? All that and more. This is the Field of 68 from the Final Four in Houston.
You guys ever get tired of trying to prove that you won an argument, that your takes weren't hot, they were just right? Well, I have an answer to all of your problems. Vaulted is a new sports prediction app that turns your opinions into facts. You can store all of your predictions and hot takes in your own vault now and forever. Challenge your friends, keep track of the results, and prove that you are, in fact, the smartest one in the room. Vaulted is also releasing a Final Four competition called their Last Four Pool. What amounts to a hot take challenge, it has a $5,000 prize pool. Who doesn't like free money? I like free money. So if you like free money like me, then go and download the Vaulted app at the link below. Sign up for your free 3-month trial and store your predictions now and forever. We're back. Field of 68 After Dark fan. I had to go jump off. He is going to eat his Chipotle right now. I know. We're on YouTube. I'm just telling the YouTube chat. Do you think I'd be talking about Fanta's Chipotle on Sirius XM? I would not.